Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to this ICW session. I'm your host for today. My name is Adrian. I'm from Hong Kong, and I was in cohort 176, and I completed it in 2019, which is quite a while ago. And I'm sure a lot of you have done it well before me as well, so welcome. I just want to let you guys know this is an event of ICW. And during this week, we encourage individuals and organizations all over the world to understand, explore, test, and discover the possibility coaching provides through a variety of events. Coach Master Academy is proud to host a series of learning webinars featuring coaching works. The various faculty members will highlight the reflective learning aspect of coaching that makes it work and how it creates a lasting change beyond the coaching session. Finally, we have arranged several live coaching demonstration where you can experience the process in real-time, witness the change outcome firsthand. We offer these events at 4 different time slots each day: 3 p.m. Singapore time, 8 p.m. Singapore time, 7 p.m. Dubai, and 6 p.m. London time. For more details and for other events, please feel free to check the link that we're going to send you in the chat room here, in this room. Now, earlier, I mentioned that we have people joining us from all over the world. So shall we do a Mentimeter to find out where you are from? And the way that you can participate and tell us where you're from. If we show on the screen, we're going to share the barcode, which you can simply use your mobile phone to scan the barcode. And also at the bottom, there is menti.com, and you can type in the code 32000030. The code, I'll repeat the code again, is 32000030. And so you can tell us where you're joining us from today. And I'll give everyone some time to get into menti.com or use the barcode and tell us where you're from. And meanwhile, we could also show you the results that we've been getting from you. Oh, here we go. I can see a lot of people from Hong Kong. And let me see. Hong Kong seems to be biggest. It's changing. Singapore, Philippines, Newcastle. Lovely. Vietnam, Malaysia, India. Is that Israeli or Italy? I can't see clearly. Dubai. Did I miss any other country? Vietnam. I used to live in Vietnam at one point. Welcome. Wow, so we have a diverse group. And I understand that we have a number of our faculty members join us today. Would any faculty member like to raise your hands or unmute yourself to tell us who you are, give us an introduction, and welcome all the other panelists, please. Please, there's a raise hand button at the bottom of the Zoom window if you would like to speak. I think someone just put up the hand. Let me check.
Hello, everyone. I would like to
Hello.
step in. Hello. My name is Maria, and I'm a program director based in Dubai. I'm not sure if I'm the only person from Dubai joining today. And it's really exciting for me, and I'm looking forward really for today's session. It's first of all great to see our CMA community coming together really to learn, to grow together and to enhance our knowledge. And I'm here today really as well to gain some new perspective, to enhance my own understanding. And it's great. I'm looking forward for Leona's and Salmon's presentation. So yeah, enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Is there anyone else that any other faculty member would like to say a few words? I guess you guys too shy, huh? Let's move on. And so there's a small announcement I'd like to make, is that by attending this session, you can earn a CCE, which stands for Continuous Coach Education Certificate from ICF, and also make a $20 US contribution to our social foundation. For you to earn the CCE certificate I mentioned, you can check out the link that we're going to share in the chat box shortly. And you have all the time to do this, even until the end of the session. So let me introduce the title of the topic for today first. The topic for today is coaching is more than achieving results. And it's our honor to have two very experienced speakers with us. The first one is Leona. Leona's waving her hand, great. Welcome, Leona. Leona is the Director of Training for Hong Kong. She's a master coach and certified trainer for ABNLP. And she's also a CPA Australian member. Welcome, Leona. And the second speaker for today is Salmon Chow. Salmon, please say hi. Hi, good to see you. Salmon is a coach supervisor, lead master of points of view, and he's also a certified strength finder coach. And there's a secret about Salmon. He's actually multi-talent. He's the one who's making all the technical stuff of this Zoom call working or not working. I'm just kidding. So with that, I'll pass on to our two great speakers, Salmon and Leona.
Thank you, Adrian, and thank you, Salmon, for being the behind-the-scenes supporter. Welcome, everyone. Today, join me to share a topic that is very close to my heart. It's about my belief of coaching is more than achieving results. Well, when we are saying more, it means that coaching is already a very well-known development tool, offering the clients to achieve their results at both personal and professional level. At the individual level, coaching has been proven to be able to improve our clients' performance, effectiveness, self-confidence, better their relationship with others, better communication, enhance our clients' work-life balance. And due to satisfaction, our clients just want more of the coaching. At an organization level, according to a research done by International Coaching Federation and the Human Capital Institute, over 6 years, the researcher compared strong coaching culture organization with their competitor that has little coaching intervention. And they discovered that organization has a strong coaching culture do a lot better in the area of customer satisfaction, regulatory compliance, engagement, profitability, shareholder value, productivity, strategic change, product service delivery of the organization. It's quite cool, huh? So that's all the benefit that coaching has been delivering all this result for our client. Until recently, we discovered coaching is more than that, because our good friend COVID come and joined us 2.5 years ago, and COVID shift our focus towards something new. So I'd like you to share your experience with us, again, using the Mentimeters, a bit of change of the code. You can either use your mobile phone to scan the QR code, or change the code to 9550-6196. I'd like you to share with us, with COVID, what is the new focus that shapes you to, either in your personal life or at work? Again, I give you a few moments to do that. And for those that would like just to use your PC, let me share the link of the Mentimeters into the chat. So probably you can just, by clicking the link I am now just sharing in the chat, to go to vote. And let me go to the, allow me, I'm a bit slow in switching my screen. Okay, wow, I see your input coming in. Let me share screen with you. Ah, I see. Oh, I like that. Plenty of opportunity, our focus. I see well-being, health, mental health coming quite large. The voting, family, togetherness, remote. Ah, compassion, need to go digital. Exactly. And I see very much at the center of your sharing, you also have love. Wow. Okay, thank you for your sharing. You're quite right. All this has been affecting us. According to people that look into the impact, the long-term impact that COVID brought us, actually there's a few changes that will launch us into the future. First, is all of us will be working more remotely. Okay, we'll work more remotely. And for employers, now has more taken up the greater role as a social safety net for people that work for organizations. People have divided view. Some people started to find work more humanizing, like some of you that see togetherness, love, while in contrast, some of us starting to find work more dehumanizing. A bit like today, if you think, well, we can be in a room, but now we are all just talking to the camera, then it is a way quite dehumanizing. And most of all, other than efficiency and effectiveness we used to talk about, now prioritizing resilience is quite big in the working scene. So with all this, it launches us into and make me think deeply about what coaching is actually can offer us with the backdrop of this great need of mental wellness due to the future that COVID launched us into. There's more needs about connection, and we talk about we need to build more resilience. We want to have well-being in our life due to the physical health challenge. And we started to wonder, is human flourishing is still happening? And even if it's still happening, would that be sustainable? I am a firm believer of the benefit that coaching can bring to me individually, bring to my organization, and bring to our society. So I started to go for a quest to search and find some evidence to see whether coaching can deliver more than just result, whether coaching can meet all these needs under this new era that COVID brought us. So first thing is about connection. Connection that coaching bring, what is the first thing come to your mind? For me, when I relate coaching and connection, the first word I think of is partnership. Coaching conversation happen in between the partnership of the coach and the client. And it may be look like this. I have a fun video to share with you.
Hey, can you help me? Hey, how can I help you? I need to cross over. You want to cross over the stream? What have you tried so far? I tried to swim. I saw a fish doing that once. You tried being a fish? What else? I tried to jump high. I saw a bird flying over the stream. You tried being a bird? What else? I saw a beaver once building a dike and thought that might work. You tried being a beaver? Would you mind getting into the stream? What can you see? I don't know. Water? And my reflection. Excellent. And what do you see in that reflection? Is that a fish? No, it isn't. Is it a bird? No. Is it a beaver? It's not a beaver. So what is it? It's a fox. So you're a fox trying to act like others. The others do easily what I want to do. So a fox can't do it. No, there must be a way. Can you see a solution here? Indeed I can. Then tell me. Be a fox, my friend. I am a fox. Then act like one. What would a fox do? I don't know. Foxes don't have a skill for crossing over streams. And what are your skills? Foxes are smart, observe and adapt. Ha! Great. So, now, show me how you apply them. Wait, look! The stream is decreasing. So what? If I wait 2 hours... I made it! Oh, thank you! You are a fox. Well done, my friend.
Well, I see a lot of smiles on the screen when you're watching the video, and it makes me feel like that we're almost all immersed in the spirit of coaching. When in this very special conversation, our client rediscover themselves and they're being encouraged. In regards to connection, in a coaching interaction, straight away, I can think of what the coach and the client engage in. The coach will first bring in an open, curious, flexible, and client-centered mindset to co-create the relationship with the client by establishing the goal of this very special conversation. At the same time, that will be trust and safety. The client will receive undivided attention of the coach. With communication effectively, the coach raised the awareness of the client to bring the client into learning and growth. Towards the end, the client will committed to some action that bring changes to their life, and a supportive system will also be established to make sure our clients are stepping into successes. It also make me relate to some reading I make from Dr. Jane Dutton, a promoter of high quality connections. What she said is, the energy and vitality of people in the organization and between organizational members and people outside the firm with whom they do business, or even anyone that is in touch with them, can be benefit from high quality connections. High quality connections are characterized by mutual positive regard, trust, and active interaction. The increasing move to remote work has raised new questions in the field of workplace well-being and engagement with the individual's emotional health and the quality of working relationship as essential concerns. With high quality connections being promoted in organization, it makes people feel seen and cared about, feel safe expressing a full range of experiences and thought, get a sense of trust that allows vulnerability and openness to discuss all experiences. And with the active interaction of high quality connection, people share positive experience with one another, which keeps people coming back for more. And how do we achieve it? Dutton suggested five practices to foster high quality connection: conveying presence, being genuine, communicating affirmation, empathetic listening, and supportive communication. Is that something sounds familiar to you? It definitely sounds familiar to you because that sort of interaction happens in all coaching interaction. So one take, coaching interaction actually can bring high quality connection with us despite of the changing environment we are facing. And the next one is about resilience. And if you wonder what resilience is, I have a short clip to share with you.
What is resilience? In short, resilience is the ability to cope when something goes wrong. From our ancestors' instinct to survive to modern-day stresses and strains, our resilience has helped us to bounce back when things haven't gone to plan. But what does resilience look like? People who are more resilient are likely to be better at solving problems, ask for help when they need it, and have a can-do attitude. People who are less resilient are likely to struggle under pressure, experience symptoms of anxiety and depression, and often feel deflated and hopeless when things go wrong. So what can you do to boost your resilience?
Good question. So what can we do to boost our resilience? And I've got my friend Salmon here to share his experience with us.
Thank you, Leona. I would like to share my personal real story to all of you. 2 years ago, one Saturday morning, as usual, I went cycling. But this time, I was almost died in the bike accident. I still remember that I was consciously hearing some noise around me. One of the doctors told me that I was admitted to ICU because I was hit by another cyclist. At that moment, I still couldn't believe it. Then the doctor told me that my forehead and also my lips was seriously hurt. Hence, I did over 10 stitches at my lip. If you close look at my face, you may see it here. In addition, doctor also told me that 4 of my ribs were broken too. Each time when I was breathing and breathe out, I really felt the painful inside me. Having said that, I was discharged from hospital after 4 days. When I was returned to home, I realized that I was so afraid to cycle again, and I was overwhelmed by the accident. I didn't have the courage to bike again. Then I told to my coach to help me step away from the fear. I remember that I had 2 to 3 sessions talking to my coach about my accident. I would say that my coach supported me to direct my fear into positive emotions. First of all, he helped me to face the change and reality. In addition, I also shared my fear to Leona as well. And she gave me a lot of encouragement and support. And she also mentions that I may have something to do in the earth. Therefore, I'm still alive. Hence, I found that the support level is vital to me as well. Finally, I can enjoy cycling again. Before I pass back the stage to the Leona, I would like to share one of the video which I took from the hospital. Please enjoy. Do you know what is it? It's a kind of exercise. I was told by a physio, I need to breathe in and breathe out every day to activate my lung. Otherwise, in the long run, if I didn't do this kind of exercise, my lung may have some side effect. Therefore, I would like to share with you how I can bounce back after the accident. Let me give back the stage to Leona. Thank you.
Thank you, Salmon. Thank you for sharing your story. And thank you for sharing how your coach walked through the journey with you. And allow me to do a bit of recap of what I have learned from Salmon's story. In Salmon's story, in his journey to build resilience, first, resilience is a skill that we can build. Okay, so it's not something that you either have it or we don't have it. It is a skill that we can build. And in the journey supported by Salmon's coach, Salmon faced a change, step away from unconstructive emotions, focus on the positive, build support network. In fact, I'm amongst one of the few friends he break the news to so that we are all there supporting him. Look after himself and knowing the limits. And with all this, it's again remind me of that is exactly what a coach support their client to do during coaching conversation. Either the topic or goal is for the client to bounce back or not. The more we have this type of conversation, our focus will be more into what is positive and possible. That's another take for me, that coaching interaction actually help us to build resilience. How about wellness? Wellness is often described as the state of being comfortable, healthy, or happy. People who enjoy high levels of well-being are described as flourishing. In this context, flourishing means that the person enjoys feelings of happiness, contentment, and curiosity, and is able to engage fully with what is going on around them. Flourishing also means functioning well in the world. I'd like you to start imagining, either you have coaching experience or not. Imagine that very often you have this coaching experience which you have connection and is helping you to build your skill in resilience. The person, which can be you, can be me, who's getting involved in the coaching interaction, will have some control over our life and has a sense of purpose. Well-being, therefore, isn't simply the opposite of unwell. Being just looking at what causes distress won't necessarily help us to identify the factors that give rise to well-being. Many researchers in the field have worked over many years to be able to more closely define well-being, with many agreeing that it is a global assessment of a person's quality of life. That leads us to ongoing well-being will bring us to human flourishing. Let me share a story with you. There was a man who had 4 sons. He wanted his sons to learn to not judge things too quickly. So he sent them each on a quest in turn to go and look at a pear tree that was a great distance away. The first son went in the winter, the second in the spring, the third in summer, and the youngest son in the fall. When they had all gone and come back, the man called them together to describe what they have seen. The first son said that the tree was ugly, bent, and twisted. The second son said no, it was covered with green buds and full of promise. The third son disagreed. He said it was light with blossoms, smelled so sweet, looked so beautiful, it was the most graceful thing he had ever seen. The youngest son disagreed all of his brothers. He said the tree was full of fruit, full of life and fulfillment. The man then explained to his sons that they were all right because they had each seen only one season in the tree's life. He told them that you cannot judge a tree by only one season, and that the essence of who they are and the pleasure, joy, and love that come from that life can only be measured at the end, when all the seasons are up. If you give up in the winter, you will miss the promise of your spring, the beauty of your summer, fulfillment of your fall. So let's not judge a life by only one difficult season. Don't let the pain of one season destroy the joy of the rest. And that is the spirit that we base in positive psychology. And wait, the story won't stop. Salmon have another story to share with us, a real life story.
Thank you, Leona. Let me share my real story again. Few years ago, if you ask me to deliver a training program other than my mother tongue, I would say it was impossible. I've never conducted any program in English, and I felt it was too scared to speak English in front of the people. One day, I suddenly told myself, why not give it a try? Then I shared my dream and my fear to my coach. My coach never talked to me about how to speak English, except to support me finding my positive intentions behind. During the coaching conversation, coach helped me to find out why I do what I do. And also, he also supported me to find my why statement. My why statement is to inspire people to leave their comfort zone. Hence, they can live a more fulfilling life. Because my why is big enough to overcome my fear, then 2021, I have a chance to be one of the facilitators in the global event. Let me share one of the photos. Can you see me in the poster? This is the global event which I facilitate last year. I would say I quite appreciate myself, in especially my courage to step out this fear. That's why today I can talk to you and also can share my personal story to all of you. Thank you so much. Let me pass the stage to Leona.
Wow. And it doesn't stop. Salmon also now sharing his story and be a co-facilitator in another international event using English, which is his second language. And I am very proud that again, I am in this journey with Salmon. Okay, with Salmon's story, yes. Salmon, actually you have more photo. Okay, would you like to show us more photo when you're facilitating that global event? They're quite pretty. So that Salmon, we cannot hear you, Salmon.
Can you see that? This is
Yes.
the photo which I took from the event. And this is the last one. And you can see the participants actually from all over the world. For example, from USA, the UK, Canada, China, Singapore, Vietnam. Wow, so many people from all over the world.
Yeah, bravo, bravo. It is a very large step, right?
Yeah, sure. Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
And that's what coaching brings to us. Sometimes something that we first thought that it is impossible, it become I am possible in this whole process. Applying something very important I'm going to highlight to you. From both Salmon's story and the story of the 4 seasons, it sums up the theme of positive psychology, which we apply in coaching a lot. We no more seek just to correct our weaknesses, but we want life inbuilt with meaning and not just to fidget until we die. We want to gain new perspectives. We want to change. We want to live happy, healthy, and fulfilling lives. How do we do that? Is there a science that is about the best thing in life? The good news is yes. The science of positive psychology, the science of flourishing provide us with strategies, and coaching is one of the tools to promote human flourishing. And again, if I look at the center of what is positive psychology, together with our coaching interaction, I can see a clear picture of coaching interaction brings meaning, achievement, positive emotion, engagement, and positive relationship to our client. And Salmon, his story is a very good real life story to prove that. Then another take, coaching can bring us wellness and support human flourishing. Then it brings us to the question, so for coaching can support all this mental wellness event, but would that be just that aha moment? Will coaching interaction last? Is that only that aha moment? Well, I believe that shift of mindset lead to sustainable change. And there is more. According to neuroscientists, coaching can rewire the brain. A successful coaching outcome depends entirely on the physical changes within the client's brain. This is called neuroplasticity and requires persistent action repeated over time. But whether the brain changes last over the long term depends on the following. And probably you can relate it to our coaching interaction. To make our learning last, there's some certain rules. First, there needs to be an essential goal, which in a coaching interaction, we establishes and maintains agreement, the goal of the conversation, the outcome the client would like to achieve. There needs to be substantial effort, which when we cultivate learning and growth of our client will reflect and make commitment of the level of effort our client's going to put in to support the change. There needs to be repetition over time. So very often when we work with our client, it's not only one session. We work with our client over a period of time so that their effort and commitment can be ongoing. And the fourth one is, and very important, if we stop using our newly acquired learning, the brain changes will reverse. This has important consequences for successful coaching outcomes. It requires consistent action through practice to promote change. So change needs to be reinforced through committed, determined, and deliberate practice. Having an aha moment without deliberate practice will not lead to long-term change. And hence, with a commitment, action plan, and a supporting system is very important for our client. And as professional coaches, that is what we always bring along to the party with our client. Researchers and scientists can also see evidence that the brain has changed through changes in people's behavior, thinking, and emotional processing. So actually, coaching supports our brain to rewire so that whatever learning will turn into action, and action will bring our changes sustainable. Seems that it is only something I make up from my personal experience. What I just said actually is supported by some recent research done by a global coaching providers, together with their clients that committed coaching services with them for at least 3 months. In this 3 to 6 months or even longer coaching assignment, the research discovered in the first phase, coaching can help lay a foundation for mental health through improving self-understanding. Once people have better self-awareness around their emotions, their future and goals, and their capacity, coaching builds upon this foundation. Stress management skills, improving relationship, and resilience are all able to shift relatively rapidly after that. Ultimately, this improvement in mental health allows people the space to refine a sense of purpose and make the changes that elevate levels of satisfaction with life. By helping people move through these phases of well-being improvement, coaching helps people leave languishing behind and shift to a better place on the well-being continuum. So with all these researches and evidence, my personal experience, your personal experience, Salmon's personal experience, I would like to proudly say that coaching interaction can bring us mental well-being as well by delivering high-quality connections, help us to build resilient skills. Just the conversation itself and what it enables us to achieve bring well-being and human flourishing. And all these are highly sustainable. So coaching is more than achieving results. And that's what we are here to share with you today.
Well, thank you, Leona, very relevant for all of us in the last 2 years. We all got into a very different world, and a lot of us are very stressed at times, and it's important to keep things in perspective. And also thank you, Salmon, for your amazing stories. Next time, apart from calling you multi-talent, I'll call you resilient and inspiring as well. So with this, maybe we'll pause and see if any participants have questions for our two speakers in relation to what you heard and anything to do with coaching. I'll open it to the floor, and please raise up your hands on the camera or using the button. Let me see. Any volunteer, any question? Here we go.
Yes, Rose.
Please.
Hi, thanks, Ross Snickle from down in Australia. Leona, my question is about that sustainability piece, and I'm sure a number of us have had those clients who do good work but struggle, and it might be that the thing that they're dealing with is deeper than they can deal with, or they're not ready, or something like that. What's the, you know, and I'm not talking about those people who may need to go to counselling. They've just got things that are getting in the way, and maybe they just don't want to change. But I'm wondering how we work as coaches when someone is blocked, if you like. Thanks.
To start with, Ross, I'd like to acknowledge that you obviously you're speaking from your experience and you have great observation of how your clients is like. And thank you for bringing up that. First, of course, we manage our professional boundary. If that is something that we make a judgment call, knowing that it's not something ongoing coaching can help them resolve, probably we do need to step into our ethical and professional practice to advise our client what is at best for them. And yet, if we decided that whatever blockage that we observe, I will say that we use our curiosity and just do what you do, offer back the observation and check in our resourceful and creative client. What do they think about it? How's that sound?
Very good question. Thank you. Any other question? Please turn on your camera and raise your hands, or there's a raise hand button at the bottom of your Zoom window.
I see Tina is raising her hand.
Tina, okay, let me see. How could I unmute Tina? I'm looking for Tina's window.
Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
Tina.
Thank you.
Hi there. I don't have a question, I just have an observation more than anything. I just wanted to really thank you for the realness that you have brought tonight. I really enjoyed the fox. You are a fox, which I think is really relevant these days. I found with a lot of people I'm speaking to, COVID's really made people question who they are, what their objectives are. And I've seen a lot of people putting skin on that's not theirs, trying to be someone they're not. So that Fox little video clip I thought was extremely powerful for today. So I just really wanted to thank you for bringing that forward. And I look forward to telling people I know that they can just be a fox. So thanks for that.
Thank you, Tina. And you can find that video in YouTube. Just type in Fox and the Owl. Then you can own it. It's shared.
Great, thanks for the sharing. And yeah, apart from question, if you have anything to share, please feel free to raise your hands, let us know, or just unmute yourself. Oh, yeah.
I see Mary is raising her hand as well.
Oh.
Mary, please.
Okay.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Mary Ann from the Philippines. My question is in relation to, I think this was the last slide. It was the coaching journey, building mental fitness. And to me, it was very interesting to see how coaching affects our clients. And I wanted to ask, what is the basis of the timeline? Like, is this on average, this is how it affects clients, or are we referring to more, how do I say it, like more average clients who are not really starting off on a very negative frame or depressed state? So I'm just curious, where did this this timeline of the movement from a stage of self-awareness to say purpose and meaning came from?
Yeah. So the people that released this research, actually, they do it in their own lab. So they have a laboratory to keep track of the effectiveness of the coaching service of that coaching provider. And they actually started a project. The methodology is they really handpick and select a group of ICF credential coaches to support this research. And then the client, because this organization is mostly offer coaching to organization, so the research is random. They pick random clients into the population that they do the research. And because normally, as I said, coaching assignment is at least 3 months and above, then they come from those population that they track, and they give them questions needed to check in. With that 9 pointers, actually they have 9 pointers to check with them to self-evaluate how their mental fitness improve over time. And that's
Thank
how
you
they
for
track
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting, because it does show that in just a span of maybe 6 or 9 months, the client can actually create what we call purpose and meaning. So that to me is very interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, it all start from self-awareness, and that's the big take that coaching can bring to our client.
Excellent, thank you. And I think we have time for one more participant. And let me.
And I see Claudia is raising her hand as well.
Yes.
Claudia, please unmute yourself.
Yes, thank you. And actually, I want to say thank you for this wonderful presentation and this emotional presentation. It shows also how the pictures and videos are working and how we touch the clients so far. But this was not. I want to answer now or tell you a story about the timeline, because of the lady, I forgot her name, Mary, before, because I had with one client of mine, and I coach and be a mentor for 1 year now. And after this 1 year, I had this experience, I don't know, last week or so. She was really, yeah, oh my God, yeah, but she was a totally different person after 1 year. So she was very unsatisfied, unhappy, and she didn't, she was really, and after this 1 year, she told me, I am who I am, and I use my voice and I speak, and I said, oh my God, what's happened all the time? So therefore, I agree with this 1 year. I think it's, yeah, let's see, 9 months or so. But I think that's, and it started all with the self-awareness. We did a lot of the self-awareness. We did a lot of where is all this coming from. And then we went into the what is positive and possible mindset. So, and yeah, I think really coaching works. I really think, as you told us as well, you can shift your minds, you can choose your thoughts, and you can face whatever you have to face personally. And yeah, therefore I think even with the ICF credential, if we do it on the high level, and we are responsible for our clients, and I think we are on the right path together. So thank you.
Thank you, Claudia, sharing your wonderful story. And I can sense the emotion that you bring along and your deep connection with your client. Thank you.
So I think we have a couple of minutes left. Leona, would you like to ask the group anything that you want, how to end this session?
Well, as a great gift to us is for you to share with us what is your major learning from this session, or how would you like to apply this learning by Mentimeters? Again, it's the same ID as before. You can either use your phone, type in the code, or if you can scroll in the chat, you can find my last sharing with you about the Mentimeters. But I'm sure most of our audience tonight already know how to navigate. And allow me to share your result so that we can learn from your learning too. And anyone need to, how about I share the link again for those that is happier to just click the link. Allow me a few seconds to share in the chat again. So because your learning and your sharing of learning is our encouragement. Let me see. Neuroplasticity and sustainability. The power of story. Coaches hold the space for much learning. You can move a person from awareness to purpose in less than a year. Be confident to be yourself. Be a fox. Resilience. Resilience can help us through difficult times in life. Important to check in with a coach to keep your life on track. A clearer understanding of making awareness and the larger space expanding to eventuate a positive result. Ownership of sustainable change and transformation is on the client. Thank you. And allow me to expand my screen. I have limited view of my screen. Okay, thank you. Coaches also need their own coach. Exactly, very important. Sustainability time to schedule client for more sessions. Exactly. I think what I share with you today will help us to raise awareness of our clients too. Other than the traditional result coaching can bring us, coaching indeed can bring mental wellness to our clients. How coaching actually works based on testimonial research and the speaker's ability to put together very effective materials. Be a fox and enjoy each session. Resilience is a skill that can be obtained. Coaching conversation is a powerful tool in the new era, exactly. And we're so lucky that we are on the track to have taste of coaching, either be the coach or be the client. And I'm conscious of time, so thank you very much. Salmon, anything you'd like to say to our participant before we close?
It is almost time. Thank you all of you just joining us. If you really want to learn more about what is coaching, you may join our weekly learning events as well. You can find those information from the CMA Global website. Hope you enjoy it.
And
great, thank you. Leon,
thank you.
Salmon, and all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
To see
Great
you all
teamwork.
again.
Thank you. See you in other sessions too.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Great
you.
presentation. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Really very
Thank
nice.
you.
Interesting. Thank you.
Thank you, Louise.
Thank you.